gonna be making some lasagna. So I know everybody makes lasagna, but this is my way of making it, and everybody has their own ways. So these are all the ingredients I have and I add to mine. So I have here about 3 to 4 cups of ground beef, and later on I'm gonna put it's gonna be about 1 cup of onion chopped. I'll show you before I add it. And I got spinach here and some parsley, Italian parsley. And then for my other layers, it's gonna be bruschetta. I have some bruschetta cheese here, and eggs will be added, and some Parmesan cheese, and maybe a little bit of milk. And these are also gonna be added to my beef. It's gonna have some mushrooms. You can add fresh mushrooms, but I have canned mushrooms now. And I'm gonna be adding this sauce. So 4 cheese sauce and salt and pepper, of course, and then cheese. So lasagna would be nothing without cheese. So these are all the ingredients. I'll show you when I add them. My lasagna pasta, of course. So I'm gonna boil water. This is gonna be boiling while I make my filling ready. So I have my ground beef on for about 10 minutes. As you can see, it still has a lot of water that needs to be evaporated. And I'm going to add my onion. So I chopped my onions about a cup here. I'm going to add it now. I don't want it to be big pieces, so I want it to cook, and it's going to be on for another 10 minutes and come to about sizzle, and then I will be adding my spinach and sauce and stuff. So here's my meat. It's been on for another 10 minutes after I added onions. I just added my spices, so I put a teaspoon of black pepper, half teaspoon of chili, and the seasoning is to your taste, but I like it a little spicy. So now it's time to add my parsley. And then I'm just going to add my parsley. It's going to be another few minutes. It's coming to sizzle. So it's about to frying, and then before I add my... So it's been a few minutes after I added my parsley. And as you can see, it came to sizzle. I'm just keep stirring it. And I wanted to get that little kind of saute frying thing. Now I'm going to be adding my mushrooms on the pan. And then it's going to be on for another few minutes. Then I'll be adding my... I added canned mushrooms. They're already cooked, so I don't need to leave it on for 5 minutes. But if you add the fresh mushrooms, leave it on for 5 to 7 minutes, and then I'm just going to be adding sauce now. How it looks after I add my sauce. I'm going to leave it on a medium. My stove has been on medium-high all times. And it's going to be on a medium-high for just a few minutes before I add my spinach. So I'm just going to stir it. I'll leave it on for a few minutes, and then you can taste. And then if you need more salt or more spices, you can add. That's the time that you can taste it. I tasted it. I needed a little more spice because I want it spicy, and I add a little bit of salt and some more chili. So, and then my sauce is done already. I'm going to set on the side and wait for pasta to cook, and I will be getting my bruschetta cheese ready. So here's, I just drained my pasta. So if you want to check it when it was still boiling, you can just cut it a little bit and look at it. If there's no white left inside, like you cannot see white, that means it's done. And you don't want it to cook too much because it's still going to cook about 20 minutes in the oven. So just put some cold water and set it on the side. Put my bruschetta cheese in here. So I have 2. I'm going to add some black pepper, and there'll be some salt, and then I'll be adding my eggs. And then Parmesan. That was about Parmesan, where you can break it. And then I'm just going to mix it all well. You think it's a little bit, if it's thick, which is I think is a good consistency, you can just add some whipping cream or milk. Either one is going to work. But I think in this case, this is good. That's how I want it to be. So I tasted it. I need a little bit of more salt. I'm going to just put a little more salt. and a little bit of more black pepper. 350 degrees. So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil here. It's an olive oil. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of my sauce in the bottom so that my pasta doesn't get stuck to the bottom. So just like that. Now I'm gonna be adding my pasta. Leave it here. So it's gonna be 3 sheets. And now I'm gonna put my stuff on top. Just like that. Cover every little bit of it. And now I'm going to put cheese. You can put as much as cheese you like, but I don't like it too cheesy, so just enough. You can put your ricotta cheese on top of here, but I'm just gonna do a separate layer for it. So just like that. And now I'm gonna put my ricotta. So it's gonna be 1 layer beef and 1 layer ricotta. I'm just gonna do the same. Just wanna show you this layer how I'm doing it. And then cheese. Then I'm gonna put my pasta. So I'm gonna repeat until they're all done. My last layer, I put it 4 pastas on the top, and I think the top is just whiter, so I put it 4 on top. And then this is how I covered it with my sauce. And I'm gonna put a generous amount of cheese on top and cover it with tin foil. It's gonna go in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. And it should be this is how it looks like. I put it cheese, but I forgot to mention that I have to put toothpicks. So I'm gonna put about 6 to 10 toothpicks so that my tin foil won't touch my cheese, because it would take all of it. So, and then I'm gonna just cover it with tin foil. It's gonna go in the oven. It's been in the stove for about 20 to 22 minutes. And now I turned boil on. I took the sticks out. I'm gonna leave it uncovered for about 5 minutes or until golden brown. I just turned the boil off. It's about golden brown. Now it's gonna come out. It looks like. I like it to be really golden brown. It's gonna sit here for 10 minutes, and I will be cutting it. So this is how it looks like after I cut it. I'm going to take it piece. You can see it's really it's not dry at all. It's really soft and gushy, and it's really tasty. So this is how it is. So I'm going to put 2 on top of each other. So I'm just gonna garnish it with some little bit of parsley and Parmesan cheese. And there it is. It's really tasty. It's so good. Well, lasagna is good however you're making it, and this is the way I make it, and I hope you enjoy making it and eating it.